In spite of the fact that it sits at the lower part of BMW's SUV arrangement, there's nothing section-level about the 2024 X1. Its flexible taking care of and functional inside nearly make the X1 a reasonable swap for the 3 Series station car that is lamentably missing from BMW's US item portfolio. The standard powertrain is a 241 horsepower Super 4. However, the racier M35i trim accompanies a 312 horsepower variation. Both come norm with all-wheel drive and a 7-speed program transmission. The Lodge highlights both a cutting-edge plan and present-day tech, including BMW's most recent iDrive 9 infotainment framework, a bended glass show, and remote Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There are 2 columns of seats which are both extensive for the little SUV class, yet the Mercedes-Benz GLB class is roomier still and offers a discretionary third line of seats. A fiery M35i xDrive model joins the X1 setup for 2024, complete with a 312 horsepower, turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-chamber, a versatile suspension framework, and elite execution brakes. Remarkable 19-inch wheels are standard on the M35i and accompany the entire season tires, yet 20-inch wheels with summer tires are discretionary. The outside of the M35i wears a sportier look, with an overhauled grille plan with bigger airbays, quad tailpipes, and dark outside trim. Inside, a bunch of game front seats, false softened cowhide inside trim, and an M-marked guiding wheel. BMW's refreshed iDrive 9 infotainment programming carries out interestingly on the X1 and highlights enhancements to the framework's menu structure that is said to make exploring more straightforward. The cost of the 2024 BMW X1 begins at $41,495 and goes up to $50,895, relying upon the trim and options. We jump on the new M35i model to open the X1's presentation potential. On the off chance that you're in the temperament to go overboard, the discretionary premium bundle truly deserves your coin and incorporates a head-up show, in-run route, an all-encompassing sunroof, a 360-degree outside camera framework. From there, the sky is the limit. Passage-level xDrive 28i models are controlled by a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-chamber motor that makes 241 pull. All-wheel drive is standard, just like a 7-speed double-grass program transmission. The X1 xDrive 28i we tried shot to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. Speed increase feels a piece less enthusiastic in reality, as there's super slack that is recognizable during roadway passing or consolidating moves. Its suspension is tuned for athletic dealing with, which makes the X1 a tomfoolery drive for twisty streets. A discretionary M-game bundle, don't get this mistaken for the M35i model, adds execution upgrading highlights, for example, a versatile suspension framework and guiding wheel-mounted shift paddles. The M35i, in the meantime, is the best exhibition variant of the X1 and flaunts a 312 horsepower, turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-chamber motor, a versatile suspension framework, and updated brakes. We haven't tried that model yet BMW says it will hit 60 in 5.2 seconds, yet we think it'll be even faster than that. At the point when we test it, we'll refresh this story with subtleties. The EPA gauges that the X1 xDrive 28i ought to convey 25 miles per gallon city and 34 miles per gallon throughway. The M35i model doesn't have mileage appraises yet. Whenever we get an opportunity to test the X1 on our 75 miles per hour parkway efficiency course, we'll refresh this story with the outcomes. Inside, the X1 sports a cutting-edge inside plan that incorporates such elements as a flip switch shift switch, a drifting mid-control area, and an all-computerized dashboard. Planner components pepper the Lodge, including finished speaker grills and accessible eucalyptus open-pore wood trim. All models accompany double-zone programmed environment control, encompassing inside lighting and a power liftgate. An all-encompassing sunroof, warmed front seats, and a warmed controlling wheel are choices. BMW's most recent iDrive 9 infotainment framework is coordinated into its littlest SUV. Like the bigger iX electric SUV and the lead 7 Series vehicle, the X1's computerized dashboard is a fresh-looking single board that fills in as both a measure show and an infotainment screen. Remote Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are incorporated, as is Sirius XM satellite radio. A remote cell phone charging cushion is discretionary, and the top-notch bundle adds a head-up show, a Harman Kardon sound system, and a 360-degree outside camera framework. All X1s come norm with essential driver help highlights, for example, robotized crisis slowing down and stopping sensors. However, further developed tech is discretionary, including a self-stopping highlight and versatile journey control with path centering. Standard mechanized crisis slowing down with person-on-foot recognition. Standard path takeoff cautioning and vulnerable side checking. Accessible versatile voyage control with a path-focusing highlight.